Every now and then, as anime fans, we are blessed with something truly wonderful. Something that makes an impact through not only its visually stunning production, but also its use of deep and meaningful themes. This anime has managed to wow the masses, and you'd be hard pressed to find many people who simply dislike it. It provokes thought in such a way that doesn't feel forced, and I really feel like it's a series anyone can take something away from. Today we're going to be talking about Wonder Egg Priority. But before that, please do me a massive favour and hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, give the notification bell a slap so you don't miss an upload, and finally, play the intro. After her only friend commits suicide, Ioto is left feeling remorseful and lonely. When she was at her lowest point, she finds and buries a dead bug, which then suddenly resurrects and starts talking to her. I assume she is dreaming, which makes sense, otherwise she'd be one slice short of a full loaf, if you catch my drift. Seriously, if you ever come across some random kid talking to bugs on the street, fucking walk away, fam. Ai follows the talking bug and is eventually given an egg, with the promise that if she purchases more after this freebie, she'll eventually find the thing she's looking for: a friend. Soon after, Ai finds herself in a world accessed through her dreams, and she is told to crack the egg. A girl suddenly appears from the egg and they're quickly attacked by strange creatures. Holy shit, did you see her launch that fucking axe? My god, she's got an arm on her. Ai finds herself on the run from See No Evils, and even scarier boss monsters called Wonder Killers. Scared out of her wits, she discovers that the creatures are only targeting the girl from the egg, and she opts to part ways in order to save herself. Feeling guilty from her decision and wandering alone through the school, she comes across a strange statue that looks like her dearly departed friend Kyoto Nagase. This gives her the courage to stand up and do what's right. She no longer wants to go on pretending like she can't see the horrible things happening around her. Ai then manifests a huge fucking pen hammer thing and smashes the big bad to oblivion. Grateful to Ai, the girl then disappears, like a ninja in a puff of smoke. Ai quickly finds out from the Aka boys that the girl was a captured maiden, and she's actually a statue in a different world, much like Kyoto is in hers. The Aka dudes are these weird mannequin homies who seem to act like gatekeepers and guidance for all things Wonder Egg. Full disclosure, I don't trust these motherfuckers. I've seen far too many magical girl shows to know that something about these two is off. Ai is told that if she wants her best friend back, she needs to keep buying eggs and protecting the captured maidens, all in the hopes of saving Kyoto and bringing her back to life. So that's the basic premise of Wonder Egg Priority. Let's move on and talk about the characters. Ai, Neiru, Rika and Momoe are the main characters in Wonder Egg Priority. Ai Oto has suffered greatly at the hands of bullies for her heterochromia, and the trauma of losing her friend Kyoto has made her unwilling to go to school. When she's not struggling with her trauma, Ai is an upbeat, friendly and kind person who warms to strangers rather quickly. Her motivation for entering the dream world is fueled by the guilt she feels in letting her friend down. She regrets being too afraid to do anything to help Kyoto when she was in trouble, and in turning a blind eye. Her primary weapon is this big ass 4-colour pen hammer. Neiru Aonuma is an extremely serious and stoic young lady who usually displays the emotional range of a toaster. However, what she wears on the surface is a product of the things she's experienced. Her sister stabbed her in an attempted murder before jumping off a bridge and committing suicide, leaving Neiru with a dirty great scar on her back. The scar seems to ache terribly whenever Neiru isn't thinking of her sister, so she constantly overexerts herself, buying egg after egg, and she ends up hospitalized more than any of the other girls. She seems to be enjoying the friendships she's made and is slowly coming out of her shell. Her primary weapon is this stationary compass that turns into a gun, a huge sword, and a fucking sniper rifle. Army of one, fam! Rika Kawaii is the devil-may-care, angsty badass of the group who happens to be a former junior idol. She comes across as being an arsehole most of the time, but in actual fact she's very caring and displays a lot of concern for her friends, even if she doesn't know how to express it. Rika's motivation for entering the dream world is to save Chiemi, her biggest fan from her idol days. At first, Rika tried to convince the others that she was only saving Chiemi as her cash cow, she just wanted that extra little bit of pocket change. But it turns out that after discovering Chiemi was shoplifting in order to pay for meet and greets, Rika savagely shut her down. Unfortunately, calling her a fat loser did not have the result that Rika was expecting. Instead of trying to push her away, all she did was drive Chiemi into an eating disorder, which ultimately claimed her life. Rika seems to struggle far more than the others with her trauma, and is a victim of self-harm as a result. Her primary weapons are dual-wielding these big fucking Stanleys though. Momoe Sawaki is very attractive and extremely popular with girls. For the most part, she expresses a great need to be seen as a girl, but at the same time she keeps both her gender and sexual preferences intentionally ambiguous. When asked whether she likes being a chick magnet, Momoe doesn't give a straight answer and seems to find at least some satisfaction in being popular with the ladies. Momoe seems quite shy but also displays a protective quality when it comes to those she cares about. Her motivation for entering the dream world is to save her friend Haruka, who seemingly committed suicide by jumping in front of a train. Haruka attempted to seduce Momoe and killed herself after being heartbroken by the rejection she faced when Momoe panicked and ran away from the situation. Her primary weapon is this lance flag thing. I don't know what the fuck this is, but still cool though. Each of the main characters are all suffering for different reasons, but they all share one thing in common: regret. They all regret not being able to do something for the one they lost. Even Neiru, whose sister attacked her before committing suicide, seems to harbour some feelings of regret. Ai Oto is struggling with the loss of her friend Kyoto Nagase. Being an outcast herself due to her heterochromia, and being overwhelmed by her own feelings of depression, she could never find the courage to involve herself in Kyoto's problems. She regrets ignoring the things that Kyoto was going through and feels she could have done something if only she tried. Her first encounter with the Wonder Killer steals her resolve as she affirms to herself, "Crosswalks are scary even when you move with the crowd. I'm done pretending not to see." Even though it might seem easier to ignore the things happening right in front of you, living with the consequence of your choices can be just as hard. Wonder Egg Priority deals with many difficult themes such as suicide, depression, abuse and self-harm, but it does so in a way that doesn't feel preachy. It's not trying to incite any action from the audience aside from provoking thought. If Wonder Egg Priority is trying to do anything, it's trying to get you to think about your own feelings and the feelings of those around you. How you might be able to deal with those emotions in a way that gets you through hard times. When Ai makes the decision to go back to school, it's clear to see how much her secret life is improving her mental health as she begins trying to deal with the issues she faces. A scene that hit me quite strongly was when Ai found out her mother was planning to date her teacher. There are a number of reasons why this affected Ai so strongly. The mystery of a possible relationship between Kyoto and Sawaki sensei, as well as the implication that Ai herself might harbour some feelings for him. All of this amounts to Ai losing her shit and venting her raw emotions in a fit of rage as she kicks the shit out of this poor traffic cone. This scene was so powerful to me, and it's very much one way a teenager deals with their feelings. A burst of emotion in the form of aggression. I can't tell you how many walls I put my fist into as a teenager. I was a fucking angsty boy. I loved this scene because it felt so raw and natural. Mental health is an extremely important topic to me, and I appreciate an anime bringing so much attention to it. I've struggled severely with depression in the past, and some things never go away, but learning how to deal with my feelings as best I can, with the support of those around me, has helped me step on the road to a better, more resilient, and more importantly, a happier me. I truly feel that Wonder Egg Priority does an amazing job at illustrating that, and I really think it has the potential to help some people. There are many other things I like about Wonder Egg Priority outside of its themes. The character designs and general artwork are beautiful. Everything is so soft to look at and easy on the eyes. The production quality coming out of Cloverworks is fucking insane. Holy shit, I've been floored multiple times by the animation in this series. All of the action cuts are incredible. I really like the subtle magical girl theme, and the weapon designs are cool as hell. And the little necklace Pokemon things, what the fuck are these? Give them to me, I want them all. For an original production, Cloverworks have seriously brought their A game. Should you watch Wonder Egg Priority? Fuck yes! The themes addressed are done very well, and I've genuinely felt myself sitting back after each episode just taking a moment to reflect. But as I've said, you don't need to be someone who's experienced any of these things to just enjoy Wonder Egg Priority. The story told is unique and interesting enough to captivate almost anyone, and visually speaking, the production quality alone is stupid good. If you're an animation nerd like me, then you'll find a reason to check out Wonder Egg Priority regardless. We're reaching the finish line of this series now, and I just know this shit's gonna have me on my knees crying. I can already tell it's gonna hit me like a motherfucker. If you're looking for a well-told story with deep themes and a cast of fun and impactful characters, then give it a try. On the other hand, if you're someone that finds the very topic of mental health to be cringe, then I would avoid it because it's not for you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got plenty of content in the works, but please let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like me to cover, whether that's another anime or a manga title. I'm super passionate about both. Alrighty, I'm off. Please subscribe if you want to see more from me chatting bare breeze about anime or manga or something. Laters.